Hi, welcome to my new video. In this video, I am going to tell you regarding two of the most important car safety tips which I have observed during the past week while I was driving. So recently I noticed a handbrake warning light pop up on my dashboard during my drive. Sometimes it comes and occasionally it goes off. It stays for a minute and so it goes off. So initially I thought of a handbrake issue because this light is associated with the handbrake, and whenever you are pulling the handbrake, the light comes out. So I try to adjust the handbrake lever and try to adjust this, but the problem will continue to suffice often, and it got me puzzled. So I inquired with a driver friend of mine, and he was an experienced driver. So I explained to him the problem, and after listening to my talking, he straight away told that this might be due to the decreasing of the brake fluid. Okay, the brake fluid might have got decreased, and it is better that you should check this one at the service center. And so I went to the service center and they checked this one, and they found out what he told me, the same thing. The brake fluid was less in this one, and the sensor caught this one, and that is why the light was popping up occasionally. So they topped it up, and they told me that to check this one occasionally for a couple of days whether the light keeps coming up. Sometimes it might be due to a fluid leak in the connecting pipes as well, so you don't know what actually the problem is. So anyway, I went on with the drive, and after 2 days there was no other major issues arising. So it was the fluid itself. Somehow it got decreased, and now after refilling the fluid, the light went away. Okay, the warning light went away. So whenever you are going for a long drive, or you are preparing for a long drive, or even if you are normally driving, it is of your best interest that if you come up with such any warning light, not only the brake light or any of the warning light is popping up in your dashboard, just notice this one, that there is something wrong with the system. Maybe it is a minor fault, maybe it is a major fault, you don't know, but you never ignore such things, because brakes are pretty crucial while running of the vehicle. That is the most important accessory other than the accelerator. You want to make an immediate stop, you want to slow down the car, everything, you need the brakes. Okay, so you should always keep in mind that this brake system is working properly in your vehicle. So if you doubt any such thing, any warning light popping up, immediately take to your mind that there is something wrong with the system. Go to a technician or a service center and inspect what the problem is. Okay. The another incident I want to talk to you is yesterday, as I was returning from work and I was driving a bit faster than usual speed. I observed that the engine started vibrating, and occasionally the fans, that is the radiator, would kick up suddenly even when the vehicle is running, and I could hear the radiator fans coming up occasionally and running. So I noticed this once, because usually it doesn't happen like that. So the pulling of the engine was also occasionally it was getting a bit down. So I know something was off immediately, but I somehow managed to get to home. I didn't open the dashboard to inspect, as it will be too hot. I know this was some problem related to the radiator or to the fluid, to the coolant or something related to that. So next morning, before starting the vehicle, I opened the bonnet and checked. The radiator fluid has vanished. I checked the reservoir also and found there wasn't even a drop left in it either. So I realized that my guessing was right. The fluid has got empty, and that is why the radiator fans are kicking up suddenly and in between with high noise, and even it was running and the engine vibration, the pulling was less. So something is off with the engine. So I know this one. So lucky that it was a short distance and I reached home. It was not much serious problem. If I have driven very long without the coolant, the engine and myself would have been in serious trouble. and if you are going for a repair, it will burn your pockets. So 2 years ago I faced a similar issue during driving. There are some warning signs such as engine vibration and frequent slowing down. Fans started kicking up occasionally, and after reaching a certain kilometers, the car automatically switched off. So I went and inspected. I had to bring a mechanic and tow to the nearest service center. The mechanic needed to remove the head assembly and need to inspect. I thought maybe he told me that if there is some serious issue with the head and something, it will cost very high. But luckily there was no major damage, only the gasket need to be replaced. They inspected the engine, the head, and everything was okay. So I was a bit lucky in that sense. But friends, always remember this, always check. If you are driving your car and you're hearing your radiator fan suddenly kicking up, or any unusual noise, or you see any of the warning lights popping up on your dashboard, do not ignore these signs. Okay, just check this one, and if you have a basic idea of how the automobile is working and your car is working, your parts and basic things, you will automatically know which area is having a problem. So it will be easier for you to go to a service technician, explain to him the issue so that he can repair this for you. But even if you are not aware of the automobile in general, you see a warning light popping up, it means that the system, there is some minor or major fault in the system. Keep this in your head. Okay, and if you go and inspect this one immediately, rather than keeping this and running the car thinking that okay, it will automatically solve itself, no, it won't solve itself. It will burn your pockets, it will give you eventually a big bill. Okay, so you have to go to the technician. He has to remove each and every part. Maybe some other associated parts will get damaged in due course. So always make sure that you see any of the warning lights, or you hear abnormal noises, or you feel abnormal heat coming up from the engine, the fans are automatically not shutting down or continuously running, the radiator fans, always think that there is something wrong. So, and I will give you a safety advice: do not open the radiator tank when the car has been running. Okay, when the car is stopped, do not go immediately and open tank, as the radiator coolant will be extremely hot. Okay, and due to high pressure, sometimes it can it can pop up and it can burn your hands and face. So make sure, do not open the radiator at any point. Okay, so when the car is completely switched off and keeping in a idle position for long, then only, if it is, make sure that it is always cool, and then only you open and inspect. Even if you don't know how to inspect, do not open. Ask a technician to come and open it for you and check this. This is basic simple thing, but still some people are very ignorant. They will go and simply open this. So after running for some time, the coolant will be very hot inside. Okay, so do not open this. It is already mentioned in the cap itself, in the radiator, that cap itself. Okay, so if you are having such an experience, please do check what the issue is and resolve it before it gets too much complicated or it becomes a serious problem. So get it inspected, guys. Be safe, have safe driving. Thank you.